fellows that have made a 10% profits, congratulations. All right. So Shuaishan Shenzhen Pharmaceuticals has attracted significant institutional interest with 14,300,000 shares traded today, about around that, and a total investment of 906 million in CNY in the limit up order, which is a lot. So, as I mentioned yesterday, there are two reasons for the limit up. First, which is the news. The news when the company is acquiring Nimble Ara Semiconductors, which is expected to drive a strategic transformation, right? And allow the company to focus on development of analog and also their mixed signal chip. So after the acquisition, now Shuaishan Pharmaceuticals is expected to expand its analog and the mixed signal chip business, broadening the profit source and enhancing overall asset skill and sustaining the operations, which is benefiting all shareholders. And the second thing, institution funds have driven the stocks, pull up the stocks to hit the limit up here. So behind every limit up stocks is usually a very huge sustainable funds, right? There's truly a very huge funds that pushing up the price. So, which is often from institutional investor and major shareholders who drive up the stock's price through concentrated buying and market manipulation. So, as I already mentioned, in phase 2, we enhance the trading market's value, and then now dimensional influence within the institution cycles through premium trading. And this is the reason why for phase 3, our bonus plan, we are taking the leads in arranging premium stocks matching trades. Understand? And we will also participate in non-core institution trade, which will give more promising higher profits and a greater operation space. And this is also the evidence in upcoming transaction for all our scanners. All right, understand? If yes, give me some response. Okay, understand, good. All right, and another thing which is to enhance our dimensional visibility. We have conducted comprehensive research on investment products and returns in both Western market, such as like US, UK, Germany, France, and also Asia Pacific markets like Malaysia, China, Japan, and so on. So after we made a comparison, we have chosen stable, high premium, short-term investment, aiming to achieve our strategic goals for throughout the virtual markets like in US, Malaysia, and China. So, in our fifth dimensional life course, under the Fed's rate cuts path, we will increase our focus on the Asian market, such as like Hong Kong or even Indonesia. So the specific layout plan for the fifth season will be detailed to participating members in our first phase, which is in our elite trading plan training camp. All right. Okay, and as an investor, we are aware that the stocks market consists of, first thing, which is national units investment institution. Second thing, bank investment institution. Asset management institution, which is foreign and domestic, right? And fourth, individual investor. So when deploying in measures Pacific financial markets. We operate as foreign investor, right? Leveraging Malaysia favorable policies for foreign investment. Now, we also collaborate with Chinese brokers and institutions to increase our market value and use our financial advantages for like premium trading stocks placement and also new subscription, IPOs, and allocations, right? So in the investment field, opportunities is the most important moment for changing lives wealth. It's like in the first and the second phase, dimensional joint departments, dimensional joint trading departments, and also our research department, and also our information department, and also our risk control department, and another one is our analysis department, all complete the profit target through a combined strategies. So in the third phase, our bonus plan, we are aiming to achieve 150% return in 15 trading days. And for our upcoming third phase, which is the elite trading plan, we intend to build a team of skilled traders and with high net worth user after the initial 3-phase plan, right? Participants in this phase will receive a systematic traders training and join a training camp trip. All right. So where the training camp we are scheduled for later half of our first phase in Shanghai, China. Okay, which will involve like face-to-face interaction with all scholars. And during that time, beside myself, key elites from research, key elites from trading departments, and dimensional global strategy department, and the industrial experts from US, Malaysia, China. All these like experts in US, Malaysia, China in technology sectors, in finance, in healthcare, in education, all will be present. So more than 6 days experiential learning with leading leaders will help you to understand the stocks market rules. Will also help you to understand dealer operation mode. All right, and in the same time, we'll build a sustainable and a profit investment system to let you guys to outperform the market through bull and even bear phases. Not only bull, in bear phases as well. Understand? And remember, the event will run from October 20th all the way to October 25th. And I know that many of our scholars have already signed up. So successful registration will have their round trips, flight, and hotel accommodations arranged by our assistant. Okay? So when you understand this, give me a response. All right, give me a response. Okay, good. All right, but take a look at this. Where this week, there are no new stock subscription in Malaysia market. However, for tomorrow in SSE market, we'll have 2 new stocks available for subscription and for placement. Okay, and one of which is in Chinex, which is a growth enterprise market stocks. Okay, in Chinex. Now, for this, as you can see, Hebei Broadcasting Wireless Media 301551. And this will be, the issue price will be at 9.4 CNY, which is below 10 CNY, right? So a lot of new stocks IPO with lower issue price often experience a higher price increase. as you can see. Now, for this one is also in a lower issue price. The issue price was just 4.56 and the increase was 753%. So if you take a look at this top 10 stocks with the highest gain, their issue price were generally lower, as you can see, right? 1.7, 300%. Of course, this is higher, but 1.7, 6.8 is right. And for this heavy broadcast wireless media is 9.4 CNY, which is considered at a very low issue price. And as you can see here, right? And yesterday, I already explained how to analyze the price increase of a new listed stocks. Do you all remember? Do you all remember the 5 key factors for judgment? All right, these 5 key factors are, first thing, which is number of shares issued here. And then the second thing, which is issue price. Third, which is industry. Fourth, which is the performance of the company and the market hotspots. Then, is it the market hotspot? It will help a lot, right? So, for this company, Heavy Broadcast Wireless Media is a growth enterprise market stock at Chinex, and its issue price is among lowest recently. Clear? It's among lowest recently. That's why it has very good potential to increase, and it is expected to see a price increase of over 300% upon their listing. Okay, for the very first day, it will increase 300%. And next, I will also explain the main investment highlights for this Heavy Broadcast Wireless Media and why Heavy is such a great company to invest in. The first thing, which is regional markets advantages. This company has the primary broadcasting and television media organization in Hebei province. This company has significant local influence and the resource integration capabilities. So this allows it to receive more policy support and resources allocation, which is going to support a stable business development. And not only this, the second thing, which is a very diversified media resources. So this company owns multiple television stations and multiple radio frequency and new media platform, which is covering various content types, such as like they are covering news, they are covering variety shows, they are covering dramas, they are covering even sports. So as traditional and new media's coverage, the company is actively expanding into new media, including internet video, short video platforms, social media operations, and gradually transforming from traditional broadcasting into a comprehensive media group. And this is what makes them so special, right? And the third thing, which is, this is digital transformation and new media development. The company uses big data analysis media business. And not only just that, and the innovative business model. The company is exploring a new business models combining content plus e-commerce, which is like by integrating advertising, content, commercial sales through methods like content-driven sales and live streaming. And it aims to improve profitability. It leverages interaction between offline media resources and online platforms to achieve a multi-screen interaction and a cross-media marketing, which is going to enhance their advertising effectiveness and a very good user experience. All right, and also their stable advertising revenue. This is what they earn, their stable advertising revenue and the diversified revenue structures. So, like the company advertising business is a very stable thing, and especially in advertising for local enterprise. And they are also advertising for government's promotion and large event, which give them the long-term advantages. So like the company continues to expand into emerging business such as like data service, content productions, IP developments, enriching its revenue structures and reducing reliance on traditional advertising income. All right. And another last thing, which is the policy support and the industry outlook. If China support their media coverage conference developments, so that's why the integrations of traditional and new media is seen as a future direction. And for this company, Hebei Broadcast Wireless Media is actively positioned itself in area and in this area, and also is expected to benefit from policy advantages. So the company is involved in smart city construction and providing digital media service and information dissemination, right? And it's also likely to gain new business opportunities in regional digital and economy development. All right. So after saying so much, this company, Hebei Broadcasting Wireless Media, with their regional resources and also the extensive content production capabilities and a proactive digital transformation strategy, it has a very good growth potential and very good investment value. So if you guys interested scholars, investor, you guys can contact our assistant to make appointments for tomorrow subscription and allocation. All right? Okay, understand about this company. If yes, give me some response. Okay, still able to make appointment, right? So yes, you're still able to make appointment, and it's going to anticipate to go up 300% in its first day. And as I mentioned, so many good fundamentals, and also as based on the issue price is low. So as you can see, compared to the previous one, when the issue price is low, it anticipates to go up by a lot, such as like the first one, you have 7-something%, right? Okay. Now let's move on to the next slide right now. Okay, now just now I mentioned that there are two new stocks, right? And in addition to Hebei Broadcast Wireless Media, another new stocks available for subscription tomorrow, which is 688615. Okay, and InSig Information. The company name is InSig Information, and this company is a technology company focused on artificial intelligence, focus on big data, focus on business information service. And the company leverage core technologies such as like OCR. What is OCR? OCR, which is optical character recognition. And NPL. What is NPL? Natural language processing. Okay. Now, and also computer vision and machine learning to provide efficient information acquisition and processing service for both enterprise and individual user. Okay, so now let's take a look at the issue price. This one issue price will be at a little bit higher, which is 55.18 CNY, with a price earning ratio of 18.55 compared to the industry PE ratios of 38.63. So the number of shares available for subscription is 6 million, and 14 million shares are available for direct allocation. Okay? So right now, let me explain a little bit highlights of this company and why is it a good company as well. Because this inside information is first thing we're going to talk about, which is the technological advantages. Now, inside information holds as a leading position in AI fields, such as just like I mentioned, OCR, image recognition, natural language processing, with a particularly advantage in image recognition and document management. All right, and the company technology is widely applied across various industries. A lot of people are using their technology, including retail users, including government agency. So the company has a lot of core capabilities and intellectual properties, which is creating strong technical barriers. All right, which is also enable them to provide customer with very precise and efficient information processing service. And this is an important factor for the company to sustain their growth, their growth. All right, and the second thing, which is a very diverse products and service, such as diverse product line. This company offers several popular products that cater both individual and also not just individual and also enterprise that needs information collection and management. And these products have a very large global user base and providing the company with very stable cash flow and market competitiveness. All right. So for the SaaS, what does SaaS represent? Software as service, okay? And their big data service. In six information, this company provide business data service through the SaaS model and also supporting enterprise with accurate market insight, risk control, and customer management. So this business model has a very high scalability. What is that? And another special thing, which is the large user base, massive user data accumulation. And right now, user data is a very important thing in the market. Now, the company products have hundreds of millions of users worldwide and accumulating rich user data, behavior analysis capabilities. This data resource not only going to enhance the competitiveness of its product, but it also opens up a very big potential for future data value added service, right? So that's why I mentioned that data right now is a very important thing. So broad customer base inside information service serve as a wide range of customer, from individual user all the way to large enterprise, and also small enterprise all the way to large enterprise and government agencies. So this is very diversified in its customer base, right? And going to reduce their business rates, and in the same time, it's going to enhance its ability to withstand market fluctuation. All right. Now, so this company is expected listing profit is between 160% up to 200%. And again, for those who are interested, you can contact our assistant to schedule for a subscription for tomorrow offering. Okay? If you guys understand, please give me a response. All right. Wait. Okay, either this one or this one. Now, I take a look at next slide. All right, for tonight, we'll be setting up tonight. This is for tonight, okay? We'll be setting up the dark pool trading in US stocks. And currently, there are buying opportunities at a lower price in US market. So for the dark pool trading setup, will begin at 9:40 p.m. All right, this is KL and Singapore time, and the shares will be allocated based on principle of funds priority and time priority. And if you have already reserved a shares allocation in advance, your portion will be larger. So please be ready, as we have served and we are already secure an underwriting agreement, which means that a lower cost price and a shorter holding periods. It's just 2 trading days, right? So eventually it's a very short period. So the US stocks market for tonight trading, double trading is Taiwan Semiconductors, TSM.US, okay? This TSM.US here, all right? TSM.US. Now, it surged by 4.8% last night, and with a direct profits of 13%, okay? 13%, and the holding period is expected to be 2 trading days. So we anticipate a further gain tonight. So once you enter, you will earn money already. So TSMC is the world's largest dedicated independent semiconductor foundry and commanding over 50% of global market shares. So it manufactures chips for leading tech companies such as I talk about it, Apple, Nvidia, AMD, Qualcomm, right? All this. And this gives them the dominance position that gives its sustainable pricing power and the influence over a global semiconductor supply chain. So eventually, when you enter tonight, and it will go, we are anticipate that it's going to go up tonight. So eventually, you are going to make money immediately. Of course, you already make money immediately by the direct profit of 13% lower price, right? So then at 9:40 p.m., you can follow the assistant notification to proceed with the buy. And those who are ready for tonight dark pool trading, you guys should reply already. I want you guys to reply already in the comment area. All right. Okay. Now, good. A lot of you are ready. Now tomorrow, which is Friday, right? We will be conducting dark pool trading on SSE market with a direct profit of about 7, and the holding periods will be at T+1 only. So those interested in participating should contact the assistant to reserve their shares right after the class. All right. Now I'm talking about the narrow is SSE markets with a direct profits of 7%, and it's T+1, which means 1 holding days. Okay. Now, all right. Now, as we enter into our topic number 5, last night we have also discussed how members at different levels manage the funds, right? And today, in our phase 4 elite trading plan, we will delve deeper into institution position. And so, how do institutions deploy high quality stocks? Right? I will explain about how in our phase 4 elite trading spread. Okay, now we want to know that how institutions deploy high quality stocks, right? First thing first, we need to examine, right? And let's take a look at this one first. This part, let's go through it together. Like, for example, we need to examine the size of the high quality stock circulating shares and its market capitalization. So when considering the scales of speculation, the size of the stocks markets not only depends on the number of circulating shares, but also on the stock's price, right? And a more reasonable metric for assessing a stock's market size is its circulating market capitalization, and which is the stock's price multiplied by the number of circulating shares. Now, which means then the stock's price here multiplied by the circulating shares. Here it puts share flow. All right. Now, for example, like if one of the stocks has 300 million shares with a price at 3.27 in ringgit, 3.27 in ringgit. Okay. Now take a look at this one. Now, and another stocks with 1 billion shares with a price of 3.13. Which stocks has a larger market? Which one requires more capital to speculate? It's clearly the second one. And the first one, market capitalization is 1.1 billion, while for the second is 3.3 billion. Right? So if an institution needs to allocate 30% of the total circulating market capitalization, the former stocks would require 330, while the second one would need 990 millions, right? And this is why larger stocks require institutions with a greater strength. Understand? It's simple as that, which means that larger stocks require the institution with a more priority strength. So, since the size of the market variable based on the total circulating market capitalization, right? And if the price of the former stocks increase, like for example, from 3 ringgit up to 6 ringgit, right? The market size also increase. Like for example, okay, now if an institution has 420 million and initially used 300 millions to buy 100 million shares at RM3, which means that this accounts for 30% of a total market, right? So with 130 million left, which at the time represent 20% of the circulating shares and 40% of the non-locked circulating shares. Following, now, the institution will use these remaining capitals to control the market, which is like, for example, using 120 millions to control 300 millions of non-locked shares. And if the ratio of controlling capitals is non-locked shares is used to measure control capability, then the control capability at this point is 40%. Alright? So as institution raise the stock price up, if it's buy, then and if it buy and sell without profit or loss, and the stock price reach RM6, okay? Let's say you reach RM6 without profit or loss, the non-locked circulating market's value increased to 600 million, right? And the institution controlling capitals as a percentage of non-locked market value decrease, and reducing the institution control capability. All right, everyone understand? If yes, give me some response. If you don't understand, don't worry, slowly. So, right now, as we can see, during the price increase process, okay? During the price increase, like driving up the price, right? And institutional ability to control the market is gradually declining, right? When during this For example, like driving up the price this area. This is all factors that limiting the institution ability to determine that the target price. If the funds were not concerned, okay, let's say if funds are not concerned, they don't need use funds. Which institution wouldn't want to drive up the stock's price as high as possible? But it could not, right? Because it's funds concern. So even if it rise, cannot be sustained, and significant portion of the gains are given back when selling. And it is still more advantageous to pull up the price higher to create a larger selling space. Am I right? However, how high the price can be pulled up is constrained by institution strength, which means that if the institution strength is bigger, then it can pull up the price even higher. Okay, take a look at this one and talk about the strength, okay? Now, as you can see, if the institution has insufficient strength and insufficient controlling capitals, as the price rises, when the price rises go up, right? Now, the control capabilities decrease. To a certain extent, it will no longer dare to push the price further higher. Why? And therefore, because the upper limit of how high the price can be pushed depends on how much controlling capitals the institution have. Understand? Now, with sufficient controlling capitals, the price can be pushed higher. With insufficient control capitals, the price will be pushed lower. So as the price rises, institution control capability decreases. The institution can use temporary loans or even like sell some of the holdings to replenish its control capitals. But at this point, the more unlocked shares remaining, the more money or even shares needed to be borrowed or sold to replenish controlling capitals. All right, understand? Now, after understanding this, let me share like in some extreme cases, this applies to both high quality stock swing trading and short-term trading influenced by specific news, right? The former involvement of a large amount like for locked shares, leaving a very little market value outside. So even if the stock price multiplied by several times, means times a lot of times, right? It doesn't require much additional capitals to maintain the control. And slightly selling part of the stocks can already maintain the control. So this is the result in a situation where the stock's price rises while selling off shares. Understand? Now with control capabilities is being maintained, you could say like even increase, which is creating a further upwards potential. And this is also the reason why rising while selling off shares is not only a method of selling, but sometimes is a necessary part of a speculation process. Stocks influenced by news, right? And trades, short terms often leads to significant portions of the market value outside. So again, as the price rise, right? As the price rise, the institution cannot maintain control by just selling off stocks. So the upper limit of the hammer's potential is determined from the start, and the lack of the ability for the future opens the space for increase. Understand? And on top of that, swing trading often drives stock price up significantly, right? And sometimes multiply by several times. While short-term stocks have limited upwards potential, often increased by only a few tenths of percent. Right? Understand this, right? Okay. All right. Now, for this one, let's continue to discuss the role of circulating shares. Now, the size of a stock's circulating shares affects its price characteristic, right? So, for example, like under the same market capitalization, high price small cap stocks and low price blue chip stocks exhibit different price behavior. Okay, now take a look at here. Take a look at this one together. Now, with the same performance, now stocks with similar circulating supply tends to have a higher valuation than those with a larger circulating supply. And this is because stocks are determined by market supply and demand, right? Or the price of the stocks is determined by market supply and demand. So the supply is the number of shares available, while for the demand is the amount of money investors are willing to spend on the stocks. It's clear, right? So each investor has a price that they are willing to accept to hold the stocks, right? If we were in a chart of the number of investors and the amount of the money is willing to hold the stocks at a different price, we should see that generally only a few investors are willing to hold at the high price, while most are willing to accept moderate price or only accept at a low price, right? So after being said all this, the price is determined by starting with the highest bid and moving downwards until the supply matches the demands, right? And then they agree with the price, supply and demand agree. That's why you only can exchange into the shares. You only will hold. So the market is always like that. So the price becomes the market price. And the trading process aims to find its price, right? So, and this is why under the same demand of distribution, the price of small cap stocks will be higher than that blue chip stocks. And within the same markets for stocks with similar performance, the demand distribution should be similar amongst investors. But however, for blue chip stocks, they have a higher supply compared to the small cap stocks, right? Definitely, which is allowing more people to sell them, which naturally result in a lower price compared to small cap stocks. So again, come back to stocks price. Stocks price are continuously changing, right? It will go up, it will go down. Stocks price, it will continuously changing, which is reflecting the ongoing changes in demand of distribution and investor. Some people want it higher. Some people think that it will go higher. Some people think that, oh no, it doesn't worth this price. So it's a perception of price, stocks price. However, difference in supply are a stable and enduring factors. And on top of that, when an institution plans to invest in a stocks, it will integrate funds and resources based on the stock's market capitalization and a circulating shares to pull up the stock's price, right? Now, so for stocks with higher market capitalization, typically several institutions will collaborate together in investment strategies. Okay? Okay, that's all for tonight. So again, let me remind all of you, for later 9:40 p.m., we will conduct dark pool trading for US market, which is focusing on TSM US, okay, TSMC. And remember this, following NVIDIA's significant rise last night, TSM stock's price has also been going up, right? So allocation will be handled on priority-based appointment priority, funds priority, and time priority. And also, we are going to anticipate that this combined TSMS are going to increase as well. So you can enjoy the direct return and enjoy the expected return. Right? So in our phase 3, on our boss plan, we create a community of shared interest between academy and our students, our scholars, okay? And we will continuously expand the profits of our members at various levels. And then when we come to our phase 4, we will be holding a training camp in Shanghai. So I hope to see a lot of you there, and scholars, you guys can contact the assistant to register, because right now the spots are available, which is based on first come, first serve basis. Okay? And on Sunday evening at 8 p.m., I'll be explaining the strategy for capital's inflow into Asian market under interest rate cuts and the whole layout for the bonus plan next week. All right? Okay, that's all for tonight. And remember to contact our assistant